Okay, today we're going to review Whitman Nut Brown Ale from Winery Exchange. Now, Winery Exchange brand beers you can find in Australia. Dan Murphy's had them. And now I got this bottle at Aldi. I got a 6-pack for $12.99. And they're actually brewed by up at Rochester, New York, which I believe is the Genesee Brewery up there. So, yeah, it's an American brown ale, as you could say. Sold at Aldi for $12.99 a 6-pack. Now let's crack it open. Now I sent a bottle or two to Swillengrog to review, so I'm going to put his channel down in the description and you can check it out, see what he reckons when he reviews it, because I'm very interested to see what he says. It's 4.6% ABV, and I've had a few of these already because I got a 6-pack, so I've got an idea what I think of it, but yeah, it's definitely a nice label, the Whitman beers. They normally are the Winery Exchange beers. I think Winery Exchange also do the Big Flat 901. They do the Wing Walker range here, was sold in Australia for a little while. The Gold Mine, Bucks Light or something like that. There's heaps of beers. So let's pour it into the pint. Well, see, straight down the middle. Okay. Yeah, so it's 4.5, so it's actually 4.6%. I thought it was 4.5. 4.6% ABV, so that's yeah, full strength percentage. Now you've got a nice off-white head, 2 fingers, very tight bubbles. That head will stick around. The colour is a beautiful copper appearance. The colour and the head are really good. I can't say anything bad about it. Okay, the smell, just like real, like just malts. Dark malts. The beer's dark. The smell is dark. No real hint of hop. Just dark malt. So let's get into it. Cheers. Okay, there's caramel, bit of chocolate. They say hazelnut in it. There's nuttiness. It's a brown ale. You're getting that bit of nuttiness, but it's more, I get that smoke. Right now that smoke is really lingering in the back of the tongue. It's definitely, it starts here and it smokes right at the end. So let's go again. The body is light to medium. With that roasted malt at the end, the smokiness, it really finishes pretty dry on the palate. Sessionability is pretty high. You could really knock back a 6-pack pretty easy. It's a drinking beer. It's not a, like I said, it's like comparing to something like Monte's Doppelbock, which I've had recently. It doesn't have the body or all the flavours, but at 4.5%, 4.6%, you don't expect that. But you know, it's not too bad. Yeah, so it's definitely got some caramels, got a little bit of chocolate, a bit of that typical nuttiness as you expect, and then that real smoky malt lingers on the back of the tongue. The more you drink, the better it gets, I found. You have one, then have another, your palate really adjusts to it, and it tastes alright. Honestly, there's a lot worse beers on the market than this, and for $12.99 a 6-pack, I'm not a big fan of Aldi, but that's a pretty good price. So round it up, Whitman Nut Brown Ale. It's definitely something to try for the money. So even a budget beer if you can get hold of it, but it's alright for an everyday drink beer. If you're happy, yeah, you know, I think it's about $40 a carton, so it's probably about $15 cheaper than its nearest rival for the style. So, you know, other than that, it's pretty good value. So we'll give it a score. We'll give this a B+. B+ for Whitman. For the price here in Australia, you can't really beat it, to be honest. Yeah, that's all I can say. You can't really beat it for the price. The flavour's alright. Okay, thanks for watching this episode of Just Reviews. As always, take care. I'll see you next time. Go Tigers.